know me, my name is Sonya, and I'm the very proud younger sister of our beautiful bride. I first want to congratulate Scott and Ashley, and thank you all for coming to celebrate with us. As I look over at the newlyweds, I feel so happy for them. Ashley and Scott have been together for what has almost been a decade, which has given me plenty of time to get to know Scott and realize that he is the perfect fit for Ashley. When Scott first came into the picture, I was so excited for you, Ashley. You were in high school, dating an older boy who played on the soccer team and had his very own truck. However, when I finally ended up meeting Scott, he pulled up in a beat-up pickup truck covered with rust holes. Not quite what I had imagined for Ashley, but his charming good looks made up for it. I would brag to all my friends that my sister is dating one of the most popular guys in high school. But getting to know Scott, I realized that he is more than just a pretty face. He has always felt like a big brother. In fact, I remember when I first had my heart broken, Scott was there and helped me get through it, giving me his words of advice. And after the many years of calling Scott my sister's boyfriend, I could not be more happy to officially call Scott my brother-in-law. So it is my pleasure to welcome you into the family. And Scott, I know I don't have to tell you this because you already know. All right. Not just happened so early into the speech. You did marry the most beautiful girl inside and out. Now moving on to the bossy one. Okay, I mean Ashley. Not only are you my sister, but you're my best friend. When you made me your maid of honor, I was so happy for you. And I can't believe I get to be standing up here with you today. We did anything and everything together and shared everything, including the Barbie doll whose shoe got stuck in your throat. She likes to chew on those kinds of things. I knew I would always have a friend I could count on. You've always been there for me, and I can't begin to thank you enough. We have so many fond memories from growing up together, like the times we were dressed up and put on our famous plays and dance routines. And I know that we have a few of those on video. Or when we packed our bags one day and tried to run away, but only got as far as the gas station around the corner. And don't get me started on the countless times I had to sacrifice my stomach to eat Mom's baked beans for you so you would not get grounded. Which is probably why I fill this dress out quite well. However, I know I don't have all night to speak, so I would like to share a few stories that show what kind of sister you are. I remember when we were younger and moved back to Waterdown and had to switch schools. You had made friends very quickly, while I, on the other hand, had a hard time and often hung out by myself. Even though you had a reputation to uphold, you would still invite me to hang out with you, even though your friends teased you for hanging out with your little sister. Hey, Sarah? You remember that one? There were never any secrets that you would not tell me. I remember in your first year of high school, you had to call Mom to come pick you up because you wore black underwear with light pink pants. Or the time when you dressed up like Madonna for Hollywood Day at school, realizing very quickly it was the wrong day. Always knew and still do know how to get people like that. As we grew into our teen years, I know I was not the easiest little sister to grow up with. I was very dependent on you. I borrowed all your clothes and used all your things. I even got you to clean my room for me, which you still will do. Come over to my apartment and rearrange everything and clean it. I'm not complaining though. You would also drive not only myself around, but also my friends in your very first car, which you called the Blue Bomb. I remember all the fights we got into. However, we would always slip sorry notes under each other's doors, and it would always end with a laugh. To this day, I still wonder, how come you would do these things for me and treat me more like a friend than a little sister? But then I always remember the poem that you gave me, which I still carry around in my wallet, titled My Best Friend. Those words sometimes make you think of little girls and grade school friendships, but there's no better way to describe what you mean to me. You are the only person I can share my whole self with and knows me better, probably even better than I know myself. I know we're not little girls anymore, but you know you really are my best friend. I cannot thank you enough for being the great person you are, and it's funny to think back on our childhood and where we are today, because I feel like some things never change. I mean, we still look alike. I copy all your styles. We're going to be sharing your closet again, which I know you're very excited about. And I even went out and bought the same car as you, the PT Cruiser. Well, thank you, Ashley, for having me stand beside you today. This has been an honor and a memory I'm going to cherish for the rest of my life. And I know I've been blabbering on for too long now, so I'd like to end my speech by saying I always knew you guys would make it. You were made for each other, and I can tell by the way you look at one another. So I'd like to propose a toast to the two of you. Everybody, please raise your glasses to love, laughter, and a happy ever after. To Mr. and Mrs. Chambers, congratulations.